Well, g'day miniature maniacs, Great Southern Ancient Miniature Man, and I've got a little special presentation today. These are the Agrianian division of the Macedonian Army that accompanied Alexander the Great on his many conquests through Greece initially, and then obviously into Anatolia, Egypt, and as far across as India. So the Agrianians are people who came from just north of Macedonia proper, and they were one of the first foreign contingents to be incorporated into the Macedonian army, and they're quite prized by Alexander as elite peltasts. They were said to be quite hardy mountain men, excelled in mountain fighting, climbing, sieges, and served with him as they all the way across his conquering exploits right to the way of India, and then after his death they served also in many of the successor armies. The red and white comes from the Ancient Warfare magazine, which depicts them in this way. Not certain that that's how they dressed, but there's some historical record showing at least stripes, and coming from close neighbours Thrace, they probably had influence from them. The other major influence for this set of miniatures is from J. Jonas and his ancientbattles.com website, which, if you haven't seen, is superb and has fantastic photos of his amazing armies, but also interesting articles, historical articles, and articles about how he's made certain things, including these shield designs, which are very much based on his. Not exactly the same, but he describes how he made his own shield transfers and so on, and what the designs were based on, and I've basically used very similar. So I hope he doesn't mind, but it's a very inspiring website, so have a look at that, ancientbattles.com. Most of the figures are Victrix. There are a few War Games Factory guys thrown in. The Victrix guys, mostly the unarmoured Greeks, but again there's a few additional bits, like those blue capes are from the Dacian set. A few of the helmets are actually Aventine heads. So there we are, the Agrianian Brigade, Macedonian all-conquering army. Speaking of the army of Alexander the Great, let me show you the man himself. So he's been kit bashed from all sorts of components. Here he comes, mostly Victrix, a Victrix horse you'll probably recognise, Persian set. In fact, the body was a Persian set, although I didn't have any bare-legged ones, so I chopped off the legs and put on the legs from it was a Iberian cavalry rider. The cape is, I think, from the Gauls. The head is a gripping beast head, which I've modified a bit, put the crest on, and added a couple of feathers at the sides. So I'm pretty happy with him. I've been looking for a nice Alexander figure. There are quite a few around. They're mostly fairly pricey, or at a slightly different scale to what I wanted, so end up making my own. I think he might be the first of a series of sort of famous leaders that I might do as well. Anyhow, that is the Agrianian Brigade. I hope you like it. Do subscribe and like and bell button, and coming up soon I'm going to start my Cretan Archer, Mercenary Archers series, I think it's going to be, because I've ordered so many of them that I won't be able to do it all in one go. So there'll be at least a couple of videos on those guys. Also, I'm waiting on the War Games Atlantic horses, which hopefully we'll get here not too soon, and then I will review them, and I'm going to do a giveaway of one of the sprues of them. So if you want to be in that, just make sure you're subscribed. All right, hope you enjoy. See you later.